down to 5350 Kilo, ready for taxi, close traffic, exit in runway 28. 5353 Kilo, Colo ground, standby. Number 44 heavy and number 12 for departure. 1085, wind 100 at 25, runway 13 right, clear to take off.
So good evening and welcome. This is to be an iFLY 737-600 flight from Vienna to Zurich. We're running FS2 crew and we're at the 30-minute pre-flight stage. We will be using the APU both at the start and the end of the flight. We're actually at parking Echo 43 at Vienna. Plan to use parking Delta 14 at Zurich. So we'll be on APU at the start and the completion of the flight. The first officer will go through his pre-flight checklist and complete all his tasks. FS2 crew works flawlessly with the iFLY, and once you get used to flying with him, you will not want to fly it without a co-pilot. On my side, I've completed the FNC programming. It's to be a SID departure from runway 11 using Sydney 3 Alpha. Thereafter I've inputted the 13 fixes for the 327 nautical mile flight, to conclude with a Rylac star onto runway 16. If there's any delay, and we will be arriving after 8 PM 2000 hours, I will switch runways to runway 28 and conform with the German curfew after 2000 hours, due to the fact that runway 16 takes us well into German airspace on the approach from the north. If for any reason we don't like the look of runway 28, we can request runway 34, which is ILS runway 34, but tend to find ourselves given a low priority for that particular runway. Anyway, let's hope that we arrive on time, and then we'll be into runway 16. My co-pilot's got to, he's completing his walk around. I bet he's nipped into the catering services vehicles for some chocolate. Oh, we're going now, so we should be back soon. I'm back from the walk. Did you get your chocolate? Never mind. Whilst you're out on your walk around, I've set ground 121.6, towers 119.4 and deliveries 122.120.
Hey Captain, may we start the boarding now?
Yes, go ahead.
Great.
System test okay.
Our passengers have just arrived.
Scramble 602, connect with radar 133, decimal 405, copy now.
133, 405, Takeoff 602, goodbye.
20 Papa, turn right, sweet Corpa. Microsoft, 47.
Why is your microphone louder than mine? I must have a duff mic. Okay, pre-flight checklist.
Oxygen.
Tested 100%.
Instruments transfer and display switches.
Normal auto.
Window heat.
On. Checked.
Pressurization mode selected.
Auto.
Flight instruments.
Set.
Parking brake.
Set.
Engine start levers.
Cut off.
Pre-flight checklist complete.
Before start procedure.
Check.
So this consists of FMC to legs page, fuel pumps on, seatbelt signs on, isolation valves open, electrical hydraulic pumps on, beacon on, and lower display to engine. Thank you, sir.
Ready for engine start.
Cheers, thanks. Okay, they're all on.
Hello, Captain. When you're ready, I have the load sheet for you.
Yes, that's spot on, thanks. Thank you.
Have a safe flight.
Cheers, thanks very much. Got the gross weight 130, that's great. Okay, before start checklist.
61663, contact arrival 131, decimal 150, ready. 131, 150,
Take door.
Closed and locked.
Fuel.
£25,000 pumps on. Pumps on.
Passenger signs.
On. Checked.
Windows.
Locked.
MCP.
Set.
Takeoff speeds.
Set.
CDU pre-flight.
Completed.
Rudder and aileron trim.
3 and 0.
Taxi and takeoff briefing.
Completed.
Double check that, please. Anti-collision light.
On check.
Before start checklist.
Are you ready for the departure brief?
I'm ready for the brief.
Okay, we have no MEL issues today. I will be the pilot flying. This will be a standard takeoff, using noise abatement departure procedure 1. The departure will be an ATC assigned SID. We will use flaps 5 for takeoff. Runway condition is dry. As for anti-ice, it's not required. Engine bleeds will be on. Okay, for the takeoff safety brief. Up to 100 knots for any malfunction I'll call reject. Confirm not operating, I will apply max, manual braking and maxometric reverse thrust. Come to a full stop on the runway, and after full stop on the runway we make a decision on further action. From 100 knots to V1 I will only reject for 3 reasons. Engine failure, engine fire, or takeoff configuration warning bar. At or above V1 continue into the air, and the only actions below 400 are for you to silence the bells and confirm failures. Above 400 I'll call for failure action drills as required items. At 800 feet AFA I will call for alt hold and retract flaps on schedule. 1500 feet I will call for the checklist. If above max landing weight we will make a decision to perform an overweight landing as the situation requires. For wheel well, engine, wing fire, I will turn the aircraft in such a way the flames will be downwind side and we will evac via the upwind side. For cargo fire, ensure the emergency services do not open the cargo doors until evac is complete.
Cabin is ready to go.
Thank you.
If
If you need anything, just let me know.
Cheers, thanks very much.
197,
Ground from
continue on the
Cockpit.
press.
Go ahead. Heading S274, running 197.
We are ready for pushback and engine start.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Pit has been inserted, please release brakes.
Brakes released.
200.
Roger that, pushing back and you're clear to start our engines.
Can you move those vehicles from the port side, please? And we still have some baggage trolleys on starboard side.
Charlie current in H1004. 004, thank you.
Thanks, it's just the starboard side baggage loaders now. I think the tug looks like a transformer, don't you?
Okay, hold on and prepare the aircraft for pushback. Command 5, report good afternoon, identify, contact line 7210.
Ground from Cockpit.
Go ahead.
Yes, we're ready for pushback and engine start, please. Brakes removed.
Okay, starting pushback. Roger that, pushing back, and you're clear to start our engine.
Start engine 2.
Starting number 2.
Vienna 1 course, reduce to 240 knots and please confirm the clear level 321 Charlie.
Light up.
211 Charlie, clear now level
Good pressure.
Clear level 180, 321 Charlie.
Starting cut out. Starting number 1.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this It's okay, push is complete, set brakes. Authorizations required, compliance, Thank you, Captain, and the turbo engine has been removed. See you on the left side. Oxygen will be flowing to the mask, even though the back mounts with the mask. Place the elastic band around your head and tighten by pulling on the ends. Secure your own mask before assisting others.
Ignition number 1 and good pressure.
Your life jacket is located under your seat. Inflate your jacket. Please don't do this before you leave the aircraft. If the jacket fails to inflate, use the tubes near the neck. Your jacket is equipped with a light that automatically illuminates when it is in touch with me. This is
for a Tango Pop body sent to level 140. Clear to disconnect.
Standing level 140, this is for a Tango Pop.
okay, everything's fine down here. Wish you a nice flight.
Thank you.
18 this is for a Tango Pop. 170,
Set takeoff, flaps 5.
Speedbird 1 for Romeo, descent to flight level 180.
Takeoff flaps set. I'm ready for the checklist.
Okay, before taxi checklist. Before taxi checklist.
Generators.
On checked.
Probe heat.
On checked.
Anti-ice.
Off.
Isolation valves.
Auto.
Engine start switches.
Continuous.
Recall.
Check.
Auto brake.
RTO.
Engine start levers.
Over the top.
Flight controls.
Check.
Ground equipment.
Clear.
Before taxi checklist complete.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Away goes for a cup of coffee. Before takeoff checklist.
Flaps.
Flaps 5, green light.
Stabilizer trim.
5.1 minutes.
Before takeoff checklist complete. Cabin crew, take your seats.
This City East, hold on. This is a 2% control level 220, I blocked out the right. Radar, 123 base command radar, soldier, 424, thank you sir, bye. 7523 on this squad, but 192. Hotel Tango Yankee, descent to flight level 110, to flight level 130. November 130, this man on Echo. 6 minutes.
Runway entry procedure.
Check. Clear on the approach.
1000
Thank you.
This is the Tango, continue transfer level 350. So to the Tango, continue transfer level 350, requested. Please bonjour, Vienna 484, down level 280. Yeah, 484 for the radar. Defense block level 150. Pretty luck, descending 150, on 3
Takeoff.
Check.
3 climbing 120.
Toga set.
Direct to Lockstart point. Polish airport to base 4. Thank you.
V1. Rotate. Gear up.
Confirm new presence 133380. 33830.
Gear up.
Select LNAV.
Okay.
LNAV.
Flaps
up.
Climb thrust.
Climb thrust set.
VNAV.
VNAV.
Select Command A.
Command A.
644 and ready for start. Right, turn torque power 3464. This is up. 47 November, this is up. Just to confirm your request is 350. Awesome. Yes, so I stand outside of here. Road.
After takeoff checklist.
Stand by. Engine bleeds on. Packs. Auto. Landing gear. Up and off. Flaps. Up. No lights. After takeoff checklist complete.
Thank you.
Flight level 240, switch 464. Where is this calling? Through there. Define, descend to right, level 160. Now level 160 for 84. Hotel Wichtigol, connectivity departure, 125, decimal 9.0, what do you know? Pull back to high level, opposite thrust is 1,000 feet above good level. Experiment at 917.
Select flight level 200.
South, second call back down. That's course papa call. 2000 on the ring. Hold reporting first, cruising level. 1605, goodbye.
Flight level 200, set.
Set flight level 300.
Flight level 300, set.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the cockpit, this is your captain. We have now reached our cruise altitude and the seatbelt signs have been turned off, so you are free to move about the cabin. But I do recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened anytime you are seated. Please enjoy the flight and the cabin service, and I will get back to you with more updates as we get closer to our destination. Thank you.
See, you didn't know I could impersonate accents, did you? 2 cups of coffee, please.
Okay, I'll be out there in a moment.
Hello?
Hello, gentlemen. Here are your drinks.
Thanks very much. Thank you.
Anytime.
Nice girl. Her husband's a defensive linebacker for the Chicago Bears. You don't believe me?
Flight level 240, set.
Just a brief check of the FMCs shows us we're approaching the star via Negra.
Turning left to 1793 from the radar, 162, decimal 815. Come on. 2815.
Pressurization. Landing altitude 1391 feet. Recoil checked. Auto brake. Level 3. Landing data. VREF 140. Minimums 200 feet. Approach briefing completed. Descent checklist complete.
Thanks very much. Looks like we've got a superb sunset. Set flight level 160.
Level 190 and passing 170 direct to South. 190 and passing 170 direct to
Flight level 160, set.
Set flight level 145.
Flight level 145, set.
738 Papa, that is 5,
heading 140, proceed on course, descend and maintain flight level 050.
Set flight level 127.
Flight level 127 set.
Skybox 202, good afternoon, that empty flight, time to flight level 240. I'll be heading up to 240, Skybox 202. Fraction 738 Papa, further time, radar, 155.
I am center, Alitalia 109er, wind flight level 360. Alitalia 109er, center, roger.
Passenger 8 for Mike, secured level 250 to be Northwest.
Sorry, that's to 8 for Mike, set level 250 Northwest. For convenience, conduct arrival 118.0, goodbye. Please, right down good, call Mike, right level 270.
South Delta India Papa Mike, further hello identified, confirm your inbound to Viva.
Bound.
Okay.
Kilo Whiskey, connect arrival 131.150, Vienna. 131.150, security, domestic lift open.
Approach checklist, please.
Altimeters 2991.
Clear, direct to Hermes 24. And Whiskey Police 115.
Set altitude 6,500.
Flight level 130. Fly rate to Yankees is
Altitude
good afternoon, that
6,500 set.
Set flight level 5,000.
Altitude 5,000 set.
758, hello identified.
Zurich, connect arrival 118.0, what do you know?
180, 202.
Cruise 3 Bravo, rate is convenient, down navigation to Torpa. Heading to Torpa, we're on rate 3 Bravo. Cruise 3 Bravo, contact ramp 134.405, what do you know? 34405, 3 Bravo, Shutdown.
Well, we made it in time to beat the 8 o'clock restriction, so we're fine for runway 16, continue.
Seeing in the frequency for the video,
4,000.
About 3572, it's Munich 132.1. Lord runway 8 Papa level 16, flight is heading 1502 Galmo.
Runway 8 Papa, clear to identify, clear Galmo 155 for further descent.
German wing 8 Papa, clear Galmo 1 Papa.
For your continued flight safety, flight 7 now go through the cabin.
208, representing 150 in
Do not collect any observed items. Any heavy items you wish to discard
by the Gamma
may not be taken off the aircraft. You are also requested to head back. Please be careful when you open the overhead bins, as items may have shifted during our flight. Please stop the tray tables and return your seats to their upright position.
Select localizer.
And check the security of your seat.
Arm localizer.
Localizer. Flaps 2. Flaps 15.
Landing checklist.
Engine start switches. Localizer alive.
Arm approach.
Approach.
Gear down. Landing checklist.
Engine start switches.
Continuous auto.
Speed brake.
Arm
Landing gear.
down.
Flaps.
30 green light.
2,500.
Set speed 140.
Speed 140 set.
344005, come on. 344005, can I be done it?
Zero, Whiskey.
Whatever. 32 fast, 7. Papa Michael. Roger.
And now is where you miss the hood on the BBJ. On glide slope, continue.
1,000.
Italia 41049, contact 1, please be back to 005.
Contact 3747, Pushback identified, Pushback
03499, Jack.
500 feet.
Cleared, landing.
Check.
6745, capital 9319.
400.
cleared. Eventually to Deaton, climb to flight level 310.
Approaching minimums. Minimum.
Slope deviation.
Landing. Also
50,
power off.
40, 30, 20, 10.
Also throttle off.
Calculated.
The left to Lima, Uniform Lima. Negative, looks like.
It's not on.
On 133.9.
Reverse green.
Across the centre line and a little bit of wind shear.
160.
Okay, to clean her up.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the conclusion of our flight. Please remain seated. We proceed to our block. And the aircraft is not safe. This will be your indication. Thank you and good luck.
Oh, the follow me car. It didn't take him long. Follow that car.
Contact 5133, that's my light 30. 148 is 155, never be looked at. And 122. That's 133, that's 1280. Come on. 123, 280, 182, 5, That's 14632, and that's 133, that's my light 30. Come on.
Follow me, truck. It's turning left. Want Delta 14.
272, approaching level 160.
1272, Roger, climb flight level 240.
Level 240, so it's 127. India Hotel, today, identified, correct, and locked. Okay, that's what, result, 1 India Hotel. It's for private wing 137, that's the open to 137.
I hope that steam coming out of that chimney. It's supposed to be Switzerland. Clean air and all that.
Flight level 240, rate 1,506 minutes of Delta.
Doing some traffic lights around here.
On the right side of the road, we have to relax and flight level 150.
Heading flight level 300, Bravo Lima. Takeoff, 1956. I'll have to connect flight level 250 to Bravo.
Luzon 715, this event is our approaching descent in 2 minutes.
And there's Marshall.
Stand by for that, please. Break, German 2520, climb to flight level 310.
The next point for shortcut is Arabian, Romeo Echo, Sierra, India Alpha, and Adosa.
Bye-bye.
2405,
Skybox 06 Bravo Hotel, contact ground radar on 122.40.
Thank you. How good is that? What do you want?
Yes, contact this radar on 124.850. Bye-bye.
124.850,
Right now, contact ST200, yes, targeting on the road for 60 miles.
Good afternoon, Iberia 351, Mandarin Level 330, Coordinado.
Iberia 3516, hello, identify this at the flight level 320.
Shutdown engine
Level
1.
120.
Check.
Delta flight level 120, please 115.
Delta 08 Papa, this at the flight level 250, cross runway at level.
How do you
Yes.
say?
Captain, all flights are disarmed.
Thank you. Go ahead. Cheers, thanks a lot.
Abilene 801 Alpha.
Delta 376, continue on flight header.
Locks in position.
Thank you.
Sorry, I've locked you out. It's your choice. What do you prefer, 37 or 390? We prefer level 390 with availability being
So 2 different for
Okay, I didn't know that, but I could offer you 390 again actually. Okay, that's great. Then maintain 370, but free speed.
Free speed, I'm in 370, 176.
EG 176 Lima, climb flight level 390, free speed. Flight level 392, free speed, EG 176 Lima. 3.630, bye-bye. Florida 133, decimal 630,
So the drivers wait outside their coaches and we disembark our passengers.
Airplane 801 Alpha, descent to flight level 280. Getting 2.140, bye-bye. That's the from the Zurich uniform identified. German 2520, contact this radar 126.050, bye-bye. German 37.
Bravo, do the traffic by heading to 55.
There is actually an alternative coach set with a weathered appearance, complete with minor graffiti on the rear of one of the coaches, such as the attention to detail with A.E.S.2.21.
Kilo, let's turn to Lados. Pushback radar 124.030, bye-bye. Tango Juliet, contact radar 133.050, bye-bye.
So it really is a continuous process. To fly back to Vienna, we just reset FS2 crew and adjust the iFLY config manager with weights and fuel. And then we could just do the return flight. Secure the aircraft, please.
Stand by.
Cleaning completed. Cabin ready for boarding.
So hopefully that's one step closer to suspension of disbelief. Thanks for watching. Secure the aircraft, please.
Emergency exit lines. Window heat. PAX. Securing aircraft checklist complete.